Hi, I'm Matt, and this week I worked on the digging, shovel, concrete mixing crew, and we built a sidewalk in front and on the side of the parsonage that we were rehabbing. The parsonage that we worked on was in bad repair, and so several weeks ago, the pastor and his wife moved out of the parsonage and into the church kitchen, and they were living in the church kitchen with their bed and dresser and clothes hung up on a line. And I felt like our goal was, how do we get this house in good enough repair that they get to move out of the church kitchen and back into their home so that they're well rested and able to serve the neighborhood in a way that we could never serve the neighborhood because we don't know the people, we don't know the culture, but they do. And it felt like that was our job. How do we help them help the people in that community?
I think I learned how easy it is to make a difference. I feel like just trying to connect with the churches there, I feel like it maybe easy is the right word, maybe simple. I feel like we were all very united, and I think a lot of that was just based on just a shared understanding of why we were there and what we were doing, and it was just really powerful.
I think what surprised me the most was just the common ground that I felt with the Costa Ricans that we got to know, that like they have the same stories about their children that we have. They think the same things are funny. Like they have the same sense of humor. They are heartwarmed by the same things we're heartwarmed by. It just, I think the world feels smaller after this experience.
It's always really refreshing to be with followers of Jesus in other cultures. And it helps to remind me that this is a universal Jesus. And there are so many unique expressions of how we can express our love and devotion to Jesus.
And all I could think of as I looked around the room was that we were worshiping in two languages, but it was one body of Christ there together. And it was an amazing experience.
It's the same God here that's in America and in Macon, Georgia, or Auburn. When we're worshiping all the way in Georgia, people are doing the exact same thing to the exact same God all the way in Costa Rica too.
And I also saw it just day to day, everyone, just a fellowship. We all came to serve one purpose, to serve the same God. It was really just awesome to come together and serve.
I think for me, what was most memorable was just like kind of arriving as strangers together and really forming some good bonds while I was here. I had a lot of laughs with Jordan and Matt and Tammy, and working with Pedro, the foreman on the job site. He gave us a quintessential catchphrase, "ay, ay, ay," that I think we're all going to be saying forever.
It was such a great team, and it truly was a team. Everybody had something different to bring, and everyone appreciated what the other parts were doing to complement the team as a whole. I mean, the unity of our team, and then the unity with the church that we visited, and the fact that we were all part of the worship team for God all around the world, and from here to Costa Rica, to Macon, to Costa Rica, it was so present and so real.
Most memorable for me was just how impactful we actually were over the course of a week. There's something about construction and being able to step back at the end of even an hour and looking and seeing what you've done. And it's very tangible, it's very real, and it lasts a long time for people. And I really think that we made a big impact on the people who we went and worked for and with. I think that by the end of it, everyone was friends in a very positive way.
The church is always in motion, and our connectedness is a continuation. What I mean by that is we went to this work site and did many projects. We did things, we finished things, we left things unfinished. A group was there before us, did things, finished things, left them unfinished, and a group will be there after us. The work of the church is in all of our hands, and it continues, and that is where the strength of our unity lies, with our brothers and sisters before us and after us, and we are the blessed ones to be a part of it.
This was our first international mission trip. I'm really thankful we had the experience, that we had the experience together. But I looked in the faces of the people that we met, and I looked at the culture down here in the country, and I see needs in our own community that can and should be met on the same level. So I think what we can take back with us is the motivation to not only come and see a different part of the world and make new friends and worship, but also take it back with us in our carry-on luggage. And when we get back to Macon, Georgia, to know that we are in the mission field there as well.
Thank you for having us and sending us on this great trip.